Did you know this? Duke is not the real son of Thomas Shelby. Keep watching the video till the end to find out more. Season 6 of Peaky Blinders has already dealt Tommy Shelby a number of blows. After losing Polly Shelby, Aberama Gold, and Barney Thomason in a failed assassination attempt, his young daughter Ruby to tuberculosis, and now the Shelby gang leader appears to have a fatal diagnosis of an inoperable brain tumor. But there was another issue for Tommy to deal with, or perhaps a saving grace. Esme Shelby, Tommy's late brother John's wife, made a surprise appearance in episode 3, Gold, and revealed that the cursed sapphire was to blame for Ruby's illness. In episode 4, Sapphire, we saw Tommy exact a bloody vengeance on the cursed lair, Nevadni Barwell. After that, it would have been reasonable to assume Esme's plot was complete, but she returned to drop another bombshell in the form of a missing Shelby son, Conrad Khan's new character Duke Shelby, real name Erasmus, although he doesn't like being called that, FYI. Who exactly is Duke Shelby or Erasmus? Fans have been wondering for a while who the BAFTA Rising Star nominee is playing, and while it would have been reasonable to assume he was one of Johnny Shelby's many children, he's actually Tommy Shelby's firstborn son. Esme explains that his mother is Zelda, a woman Tommy slept with before enlisting in the Great War. Esme meets Zelda and reminds Tommy of their sex under a hazel tree in May 1914. She became pregnant, but Tommy was already at war in France. We later learned that Zelda died on the road. Duke, Tommy's first son, has hazel eyes, very subtle considering he was conceived under a hazel tree. As the show is set in 1934, Duke would be around 19 years old in season 6. Tommy also claims to have met Zelda 20 years ago. What else can we say about Duke? His mother Zelda informed him that his true father was Duke of Saxonshaw and she was a romantic queen. Tommy later explains that Zelda stole his watch and chain. The watch bore the inscription Saxonshaw, as Tommy had stolen it as a child. This is where Zelda got the idea that Erasmus' father was the Duke of Saxonshaw. Tommy adds that when Zelda became pregnant, her father shot him in the chest with a squirrel gun, leaving a scar. Zelda clearly had feelings for Tommy as she wore the watch over her heart and was buried with it. Duke doesn't drink, at least Tommy and him don't. He can't read and he can't write. He is, however, a skilled thief as he steals Arthur's watch, cash from the betting shop, and is apprehended while attempting to steal a car. In episode 5, The Road to Hell, he's disturbed by the violence he witnesses in the betting shop where Billy Grad or Emmett J. Scanlon murders a referee who refuses to fix a football match. So Tommy and Duke agree that he will work with horses while remaining anonymous. However, Tommy hints that his company will require Duke for dark work in the future, implying that his other son Charlie will fulfill light work and that his affairs will need to be settled soon. Duke is said to have hazel eyes, which are very difficult to describe. They can be more brown at times, but they can also be a combination of brown, green, gray, and gold depending on the person. We're already familiar with the foreboding prophecy about the man with the green eyes, whom we assumed was Oswald Mosley. Conrad Khan's eyes, on the other hand, appear very green in non-Peaky Blinders promotional photos. It's also worth noting that Gold was the title of episode 3 in which Ruby died. It has been a recurring theme throughout the season. And by chance, it's exactly what Esme wants to be paid with. We could be overthinking it, but Duke's hazel eyes appear to be a key feature, based on Esme's conversation with Tommy and that strange tree connection. Zelda and Tommy Shelby's pre-war girlfriend Greta Gerasi. Zelda is not the same as Tommy Shelby's other briefly mentioned pre-war girlfriend, Greta Gerasi. He dated a part Italian woman before the war. When Tommy takes Lizzie down to the river for sex in season 4, he tells her about Greta Gerasi. He assures Lizzie that he's thinking of her and not Greta. We also see a glimpse of Greta and Tommy in an old photograph given to Tommy by Jesse Eden, who knew Greta's sister. The caption reads, "Wild Rovers by the Seaside, June 15th. Greta died before Tommy went to war, and he spent 3 months by her bedside. But she, like his daughter Ruby, died of tuberculosis." Another eerie parallel to the events of season 6 is that when Lizzie told Tommy she was pregnant with Ruby in season 4, she knew he was thinking about Greta while they were having sex. Lizzie stated, "And yes, that day by the canal when you were fucking someone else in your head can only be yours." Except she wasn't the one who became pregnant. It has since been revealed that Zelda is unrelated to Greta Gerasi, but the fact that Lizzie is aware of her, that Tommy was thinking about her when they conceived Ruby, and that she died of tuberculosis, just like Ruby, appears to be a series of coincidences. In any case, Lizzie is visibly upset to see Duke arrive. Is Duke Shelby the Peaky Blinders future? Isn't this the most important question? The main plot revolves around Captain Swing, Oswald Mosley, Jack Nelson, and Diana Mitford working together to bring about fascism. Then there's the impending showdown with Michael Gray, assuming Tommy doesn't sway him with evidence that Gina is cheating on Mosley. It doesn't appear that there will be much room to pack in Duke Shelby. Remember that we'll still need to fit in a final act for Alfie Solomons, give Arthur Shelby a proper plot reuniting with Linda Shelby, and hopefully find time to do justice for Ada Shelby and generally MIA or mute Finn Shelby with his new wife. Perhaps Duke Shelby is just a backdoor pilot for the Peaky Blinders spinoff or movie that director Anthony Byrne has mentioned, focusing on younger Peakies traveling to London. In Series 6, we're bringing in the new generation and they're going to be part of what happens in the film, Stephen Knight told Esquire. Don't forget that in Episode 3, when Arthur went to Liverpool with Isaiah, we met Doggy Bill, Jack Parr, Gilly Ray, Stephen Healy, and Joe Ray, Ciara and Clancy. Yes, they very much show that the younger guys could take over, said Harry Curtin, who plays Finn Shelby. Knight added to Esquire, "The film, I know exactly what it's about, and I know what two stories it's going to tell. How the story will unfold, I don't know. What will happen after that, I want that to depend on the film. For all we know, somebody's going to pop out. I think I know who it's going to be." Unlike Arthur and Tommy, Duke Shelby will be of fighting age for conscription during World War II when the Peaky Blinders film is set. Stephen Knight confirmed that Tommy Shelby will appear in the film, but we must first figure out how he will defeat his latest enemy. Khan, who was seen in the final scenes with the Peaky Blinders haircut, has confirmed that he hopes his character will return for the film. When asked about his character appearing in the future of the show, he revealed to RadioTimes.com, "I hope so, I hope so." Stephen Knight hasn't spoken to me about it. I don't think he even knows in his mind what he wants to take it next, but yeah, who knows. He also shared his thoughts on how he would like to see Duke's character develop, saying, "I believe he has a fierce independence. He does have a wild, feral, and violent side to him. And as an actor, I think that's a lot of fun to play at times. So maybe some of that, some action. I enjoy carrying out the action." Although casting for the film is yet to be announced, Stephen confirmed that those heavily involved in the Season 6 storyline, including Sam Claflin, Amber Anderson, James Freshville, Aneurin Barnard, and Neil Maskell, to name a few, will figure in the film. There's no word on when the film will be released, and given that Season 6 of Peaky Blinders just finished, it appears fans will have to wait a while. According to reports, production will begin in early 2023, giving the cast and crew a long break. With that in mind, we predict that the Peaky Blinders film will be released in theaters sometime in 2024. And that's all for today's video. Please share your thoughts on this. Will Duke Shelby replace Thomas Shelby? Do let us know in the comments below. Want to know more things about the Peaky Blinders or Thomas Shelby? Please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.